our marketing department for their products, and we are sure to sell.
Sponsorship for advertisement, please call 054 571 054 571. Don't touch that dial. You're listening to your most educated program live at PenyRadio. So we're going to get into today's first segment, being our grammatical expressions. What do we have to share about grammatical expressions? We have pen, engineer, curve, or like this. So these are the two words
And one phrase we have for today's first segment being the grammatical expressions. So, let's go for the very first sentence under the first word, think. Vicentia, kindly take the first sentence.
Okay, we have. Do you?
Kindly get closer to the microphone and speak a bit louder, please.
Okay. Do you think he will come? No, I don't think.
Do you think he will come? And then you went ahead to say, no, I don't think. This is actually incorrect. What should be the correct sentence, Ruth?
Do you think he will come?
Do you think he will come? What should be the answer?
No, I don't think so.
No, I don't think so. This is the reason. I don't think means the person does not make use of his or her mental faculty. It's a sebu. No, I won't use the word. Sebi, the person doesn't make use of his or her mental faculty. So once you use I don't think, it would have a different meaning from I don't think so. So you are warmly and then kindly informed. Kindly use it appropriately. Without much ado, I move straight to the second word under the first segment. What do we have? Pensioner. Pensioner. Take the first sentence.
Okay, we have. My father is a pensioner.
My father is a pensioner. This is actually incorrect. But I don't blame you because this is what we hear most people say in our society. What should be... No, I will take the correct one, then you give us the reason. It should be my father is a pensioner. My father is a pensioner. What Vicentia mentioned was spelled Pensioneer. But what I mentioned is spelled Pensioner. So the difference between the pensioner you mentioned and the pensioner I mentioned is the omission of one E to make it NER, not NEER. Why should that be so, Ruth?
The word pensioner does not exist in English language.
Okay.
Most people who say pensioner are influenced by the words like opticianer and engineer. Opticianer and engineer.
Auctioneer, sorry.
Yeah.
Kindly take the note for us once again.
The word pensioner doesn't exist in English language.
Okay.
Most people who say pensioner are influenced by the word like auctioneer and engineer.
Engineer. So they are influenced by that pronunciation. They are influenced by that pronunciation. So instead of pensioner, they say pensioner. That has been corrected now. So we will take a very short break. We shall return with more. I think when I said the short break, they were laughing, and that reminded me of one funny video I saw on Facebook the last time. The young lady said, "Welcome from the short commercial break." So you see, when I was saying it, I was very careful. Because if you are not careful, people cut it and one place it on social media and be like, "This is the guy who says he's teaching English." Facebook doesn't have the time to pause for me. So I won't say break, God forbid. God forbid. It's break. Break. Thank you. Let's move straight to the last phrase under today's first segment. We have poor libation. Poor libation. I'll handle that myself. Now, this expression is one of the acceptable deviations. We say acceptable deviations in quotes because we are not natives of the English language. So this expression is one of the acceptable deviations from native speaker norms. It is accepted in Ghanaian English, but in native speaker variety, in terms of you being in England or the English, the expression is make or offer libation. We do not pour libation, we make or offer libation. So while a native speaker of English will say they made or offered libation, most educated Ghanaians will say they poured libation. Libation in quotes means pouring out of an offering of wine to a god. The god spelled with a small g. Libation is therefore an act, and one does not pour an act. Rather, one makes or performs an act. That is as clear as ABC. So we shall take a short break and return with the second segment, your favorite, Error Buster. Please stay tuned. And a short break it was. So welcome back to the second segment, and this segment is known as the Error Buster. This is the only segment that affords our viewers and listeners the opportunity to learn the correct pronunciations of English words. And for today's first Error Buster, first word on Error Buster, we have?
So we have WEAPON.
Good. Do you know how people pronounce this word? Weapon. Some people pronounce it as weapon. Ruth, Madam Correction, what should the correct pronunciation be?
It should be weapon.
Weapon. Hey, bro. It should be what? Weapon. Yeah. Some people say weapon. As if you are whipping on something. So what? Weapon.
Yes.
Weapon, not weapon. Thank you. What's the second word?
So we have MASK.
MASK. Maybe I have people say Max. Max. As if you've written an exam so you need to be awarded marks. How is it pronounced? Mask.
Yeah.
Mask. Okay, so let's go back and take the meaning of weapon.
Yeah.
Yes, give us the meaning of weapon.
It means something such as knife or gun used to injure,
Okay, and the second?
defeat or destroy.
Okay. And what of the mask? The meaning of the word mask?
A cover or partial cover for the face used for this disguise.
Okay, and that's the nose mask we have in town today.
And people say nose masks.
Yes, nose mask. You know, people normally say desks. Desks. You know desk. The one in school. It's desks. Desks, not desks. It's like saying voices. It's boys. They say voices. Voices. And then girls says.
Yeah.
It's a girl says. Wow. Anyway, this is why we exist, to correct the wrong and to ensure that you make good use of the English language. So we shall return with the penultimate round being our idiomatic expression. Please stay tuned. Welcome back. Straight into our penultimate round, we have our idiomatic expression. And for today's idiomatic expression, essentially, what do we have?
Hard up.
Hard up, hard up. And the meaning is?
Short of money.
Short of money. Essentially, do we have any example to that effect?
Okay. I'm seriously hard up.
I'm seriously hard up. It means you have no money. And then your second example.
Abna is hard up.
Abna is hard up. Oh, may we never be hard up in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Amen. Amen. Amen. So this is how far we can go with the penultimate round. We will return in a jiffy to take our last segment being the figure of speech. Please stay tuned. So we are back with our final segment. That's the figure of speech. The figure of speech. And for today's figure of speech, we have thesis statement. Thesis statement. Please, Ruth, can we get the meaning of our figure of speech, thesis statement?
Okay, so it means a sentence or group of sentences expressing the central idea in a work of non-fiction.
Good. So for instance, if you're writing an essay and you've been asked to mention 3 causes of road accidents, okay, when you mention the point, that becomes your thesis statement. When you develop it, that becomes your supporting ideas. So the thesis statement is the central idea about the point you want to raise. And I'm sure you come across that a lot because you're still students. Good. So that's how far we can go with today's edition of your most educative program, live on Ghana's #1 online radio, PenyRadio. We say hope
For the hopeless.
Now, I know most of you will be wondering why Vicentia and Ruth are laughing. Because today, they're expecting me to go my usual way. No one will happy you. Happy yourself. Thank you so much. So for your information, God willing, next week, Tuesday, it's Eid al-Adha, what the Muslims call Salah Baba.
Yeah.
Good. Where the cows will be slaughtered to offer sacrifices to the Almighty Allah. So God willing, next week, we would not have the show hosted. We would not be having grammar check next week. That's 20th July 2021. Our Muslim brothers and sisters would be celebrating the Eid al-Adha. So as such, we want to join them to celebrate and to give thanks to God, the Almighty Father. However, the following week, which I suspect to be 27th, grammar check would resume by the grace of God. And guess who is going to host the show for the first time? It will not be a host, though. It's going to be a hostess. And that's going to be Miss Ruth Ashiado. Hey! Yeah. Exactly. Jeje, Momora. Thank you so much. So do want to share the link to today's program and also ensure that your friends, families, and loved ones subscribe to our YouTube channel at PenyGh and also follow us and like our page on Facebook at PenyGh. You can as well visit our website at www.penygh.com www.penygh.com for all our programming at your convenience. Thank you so much for joining us. Until we come your way next 2 weeks, God willing, I am yours truly, Victor Yetle, here with
Ruth Ashiagba.
and
Listen, Sharkism.
have a blessed week.